everyone, welcome to part 2 of my video series on planning your 2023 year ahead. Today we're going to be doing a deep dive life audit, but we'll be getting to that in just a little bit. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I'm going to link it down below, but I hope that you have, and I hope that you've come up with your word of the year for 2023. I did the exercise myself, and my word of the year is going to be alchemy. And the definition of alchemy is a seemingly magical process of transformation, creation, or combination. I landed on this word because I'm honestly not sure where I'm going next year. I'm not sure what I even want to do with my life next year, but I know that I'm on this journey of transformation, and I know that I want to create something from my life. And I landed on alchemy because I want to use the forces around me. I want to use all of my skills, hone in my skills next year to really create this life that brings me energy and brings me joy every day. But I want to know what your words are, so let me know in the comments below what word you landed on. In today's video, I'll be walking you through the new free template that I have for you on doing a full life audit. We'll be checking in to see where we are now in all of these different life categories, so we know where we want to go next year, what we want to change, what goals we might want to make, which is a sneak peek for part 3, where I'm going to be talking about making your goals, building out your goals, and how to do that. So like and subscribe if you haven't already so you can get alerted when the new videos drop. And of course, there's always a free template that goes with the videos, so you want to get to that as soon as possible so you can get ready on your goals and your plans for next year. Okay, so let's jump on in. So the first category on this template is career. And I feel like this is such a common area of stress or excitement in our lives. So much of our lives revolve around our career. So I bet you had some sort of initial reaction to me asking how your career is going and asking you to think about it. And I want you to write down that immediate reaction. Are you stoked about your job? Do you love it? Is it bringing you energy? Or are you like, oh my God, please don't ask me about my job. I hate it so much. Whatever that is, whatever that initial reaction is, I want you to write that down. And just a reminder, this is not a place to write your future goals. We'll be getting to that next week. But this is just where you are right now. Is your job bringing you joy? Do you feel proud of yourself at the end of the day? Do you still have energy at the end of the day? Or are you completely drained and you can't think about one more thing? Or if your friend or partner, someone asks you a question and you're just like, please stop talking to me. I just can't handle a single other thing today. That's probably a flag that you want to write down. And you want to think about those automatic reactions. Like when you wake up in the morning, are you excited to get to work? Are you excited to log in and get to your next project? Or do you get like a very mean case of the Sunday scaries every Sunday and you're just dreading the work week? That's your body giving you cues that something's either going really right or something's going very wrong. And you want to take note of that. You want to listen to your body. Or this is something that we do every single day. We work, we go to work. Maybe it's not every day, but you go into work. And it's how we sustain ourselves in this society. It's a huge part of our life. So that's why we're starting with that one, because that is a huge chunk. Most people work 40 hours a week. That's a lot of time in your week. So you want to be looking at where you are right now and how satisfied you are or unsatisfied you are with this portion of your life. Because if you're unhappy here, that's going to play a big role in the rest of your life. And that's the whole purpose of this life audit, is to look at all of these different categories and see where they are to understand how they're impacting the rest of our life. Because when all of these areas are going really well and you're feeling really good about them, then you are probably a very, very happy and satisfied person. But if any of these areas are a little bit thrown off, it can throw the rest of them off too. So the goal that we're trying to get to in our lives is just that balance between all of these different areas and finding peace and satisfaction in all of these different areas. The next category we're going to be looking at is finances. I know this is a touchy subject for a lot of people, but it is an important one. And we're not looking at our financial goals because we can always say we want more money. It's very easy to do, is to say that I'm not satisfied financially because I want more money. But really think about your finances. Are you saving? Do you feel financially stable? Do you not feel financially stable? And what does that mean for you? Maybe that's home security or job security or car security. You know, if your car breaks down, are you able to repair it? Or will you just be out of a car for a while? Are you feeling financially stable? Are you feeling like you're doing really well and you're actually saving a ton and you feel really good about your financial goals? Or are you actually not financially stable and you need to be putting more emphasis on this because you want to be financially stable? Where are you right now with your finances? Be really honest here. The next category is health and wellness. And I'm going to challenge you here to go beyond the I wish I could lose 5 more pounds mindset, because we know that that is not the end all be all of health and wellness, despite what all of those magazines and tabloids and social media says. Losing weight is not the end all be all for health and wellness. So for this area, you want to be looking at your overall health, your physical health, and how you are feeling right now. Do you have a lot of energy? Do you not have a lot of energy? Is anything about your physical health off that needs to be taken care of? Is there anything stressing you out about your physical health right now? What are those things? Where are you? Or are you feeling super healthy? Do you exercise a lot and you feel like you got a lot of energy going on? Wherever it is, write that down. But then the other side, wellness, is more of your mental health. How are you mentally right now? Are you feeling very mentally stable? Are you going to therapy? Are you feeling the best you felt in years? If you've had some dark years in the past, you want to acknowledge those wins, that you've come really far. Or are you not doing so hot with your mental health right now? Are you finding that some things are really weighing you down and you're struggling with different areas in your life that you just can't wrap your head around and you don't know how to break free? Whatever it is, write those things down. Where you are now with your mental and physical health, that's what this category is. Because we are a complete person, we are more than just the number on the scale. We want to know how we are feeling holistically right now. The next category is friends and family. So this is your inner circle, your community, if you will. How's your community feeling lately? Are you feeling like you can rely on your friends? You have them for support? How are your family relationships going? Are you feeling really good about them? Do you feel like you can call your family for help if you need to? Or does your family just stress you out? And maybe you have a chosen family, which would be your chosen family friends. How's that community going? Your community is so important. It's who makes up your world around you, who you rely on. The characters that you have around you obviously impact your mental and physical health. So do you feel energy when you're around these people, friends or family? Or do your energy levels kind of drain when you're with certain people? Just overall, how do you feel about your community? Do you have one? Do you want one? Have they been in your life for a really long time? Have you made new friends and a new community this year? Has your family gotten closer this year? Has your family gone through a loss this year and maybe things are really tense right now? Whatever it is, wherever you are, with your friends and family, your community. The next category is love and romance. And I feel like this is a little bit of a tricky one because not everyone needs love and romance. It is obviously possible to have a full, complete, and happy life without an intimate partner. But if that is something that you are striving for or would want in the future or have one now, which means that hopefully you do want it still, how is that going for you? And I feel like this one is honestly maybe the hardest of all of them to answer. And maybe that's just from my own experience as someone who's been in relationships where I have put the biggest blinders up to all of the red flags and have ignored them till kingdom come. I know that this is a hard one to be honest with yourself about. Maybe you're someone who prides themselves on being extremely independent and you don't need a partner and you don't want a partner, but secretly you kind of do want a partner. Be honest with yourself here. This is a completely safe space. If love and romance is something that you want next year, write down where you are right now. If you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling isolated, if you're feeling like you just need a connection right now and you don't have it, or if you're in a relationship, if it's going really well, how's that been for you? What are the highs of your relationship? What are the lows of your relationship? Are things tense with your partner right now? Is there an issue that's come up that won't go away? These are the kind of questions you want to be asking yourself here. So think really hard about this one. Be really honest with yourself, where you are. And if love and romance is not something that you desire in your life, then feel free to write that down and be like, I'm completely satisfied not having it. And I'm good. Or I'm good right now. Maybe it is something that you want in the future, but right now you're feeling really good. It's not something that you're looking for right now. The next category is personal development. So where are you right now in your personal development journey? Do you feel like it's a priority for you right now? Do you feel like you're growing? Do you feel like you're regressing? Are you challenging yourself? Are you improving in aspects of your life that you want to improve in? Are you able to set goals and accomplish them right now? Or is that something that you really struggle with? Do you struggle with communication? Do you struggle with telling yourself one story when the reality is a little bit different? Is personal development even a priority for you right now? Personal development's a hard one because it can't be narrowed into one specific thing. There's a whole field of YouTube videos and books on personal development and personal growth and what that means. But is this something that you're focused on right now? Do you want to challenge yourself more? Do you wish you could go at things a little bit differently right now, but struggle in how to do that? The next category is fun and relaxation. So how much fun are you having right now? Are you able to relax? It's an important question because a lot of people don't know how to relax, sometimes myself included, but are you having fun? Are you able to relax? Where are you right now? Are you giving priority to fun and relaxation? Or are you always on the grind, always trying to push ahead and struggle finding that balance between work and play? And I love this category because I feel like it's a little bit unexpected, but fun and relaxation is such an important aspect to our lives. Again, it's all about balance. So if you're working too hard and you're not able to relax, you're always going to be tilted in a very anxiety-ridden energy. But if you have too much fun and relaxation, then maybe you're struggling in other aspects of your life because you're only focusing on how much fun you can be having. It's all about finding that balance, but this is such an important category. Without it, the rest of your life can feel off kilter. You can struggle to find your footing and find yourself without a little bit of fun in your life. And the last category is spiritual awareness. So whether you are a religious person, a spiritual person, or you're not involved in that world at all, this is still a really important category because it ultimately comes down to how you see yourself in this world, how you factor into this world. Because every one of us creates an impact on this world and affects it in some way, and we are all connected to each other and affecting each other in some way or another. So whether you want to focus on your relationship with God or your relationship with the universe or your relationship just with each other and the planet and nature around you, how do you factor all of these aspects into your life? Maybe you're on a spiritual journey right now, or maybe you're just curious about how you fit into all of this crazy stuff going on in the world. Whatever that is, where is your spiritual awareness right now? How are you feeling? If you do have a connection with God, are you feeling really good about that connection? If you have a connection with the universe, are you feeling like you're in communication with the universe? Or do you feel very disconnected from these entities and really struggle to find that deeper meaning and your life purpose? So I know these questions are a lot, they're very heavy, but it really is a fun exercise, and I truly think you're going to be surprised by your answers when you're going through this about where you are right now, because I think we get really bogged down. If any of these one categories are low, we feel it in all of the other aspects. So when your job is really rough and you are not having a good time with it, then it's hard to look at the bigger picture and see how things are going holistically in your life and have a little bit of perspective on that. So that's what this exercise does. It gives you that perspective, and maybe you're struggling in one category, but you're killing it in the other one. That's what we're looking for. We want to just see where we are right now. Because if you're going through and making goals for next year, but you go to the old reliables like losing 5 pounds or saving $10,000, but then you actually sit down and look at it and say, hey, my health is actually pretty good right now. I feel like I have a lot of energy. I'm feeling really good about where I'm at right now. Then maybe that doesn't have to be your default goal for next year. Or maybe you can strive for something different. If your personal development is maybe a little bit lower than you wish that it would be, and you want to have more emphasis on your personal development, on you, on yourself next year, then maybe you can take your energy off of just doing the basic resolution goals and putting it towards something that's very custom built for you and for where you are and where you want to be next year. And that is the whole purpose of this exercise. I hope you guys really like this. Let me know below if this was a fun exercise for you, if anything surprised you about where you are right now. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, so you can catch part 3 next week, which is on building our goals for next year, and I think it's going to surprise a lot of you. So make sure to come back for that, and I will see you all Friday.